Hello pilots! What's this? 2 Titan videos in a row? Am I dying? Not at all, I just love Titans. And there's a lot to love about today's Titan, the only Titan that can proudly wear a diaper, the damage daddy himself, Legion. Legion is the perfect example of a one-trick pony. In fact, we might as well just call this video Why People Hate the Predator Cannon, because everything Legion does is closely related to his primary weapon. Legion and Scorch are brothers in arms by being the tankiest Titans of the game. But Legion goes beyond that and is literally a tank himself, slow-moving and packing a punch. Legion is the Titan I avoided using the most, as the slow gameplay wasn't for me at the time. But later I just got sick and tired of struggling with Tone and Monarchs, and I looked for an alternative. That's when I realized there was a perfect answer for those insolent Atlas Titans, and that was Legion. Maybe except for Ion, but that's for another video.
Wow, I hate this.
Legion can delete half of HP in one go. Legion is a simple Titan. He's like Monkey. Monkey likes gun, and gun goes pow pow. A good Legion commands respect in the battlefield, because even though Legion has a limited skill set, he can still check you up from distance. Only thick leg enjoyers will understand the Legion gameplay and lifestyle. You live by and for the legs. So let's take a look at Legion's kits and abilities and find out why people hate Legion. Legion is an Ogre class Titan, just like Scorch. These Titans are optimized for damage and durability over speed, which means I might be slow, but if and when I get to you, you are done. Legion's gameplay is very explosive, taking advantage of distance and opportunities, but unlike Scorch, Legion can totally reach enemies far away. This makes Legion much more efficient and versatile. This isn't to say Legion does not compromise, because as you'll soon learn, his strategy falls apart rather quickly due to the nature of his abilities. Legion's primary weapon is the Predator Cannon, a powerful minigun that is required to spin before shooting. This weapon is what makes and breaks Legion. Pretty much all abilities Legion has derive from this weapon. The Predator Cannon is able to function as a traditional minigun, but can also provide a shield and work as a cannon to deal more damage, as well as being adjustable when it comes to range, which is pretty cool for such a massive and somewhat inaccurate gun. It can hold up to 140 bullets, which can make a Spitfire main blush. This weapon is simply awesome, great damage and range, but it's a weapon you have to be patient with. As I mentioned, it needs to spin before shooting. This is required every time you put up the weapon, and there's no way to avoid this. This also gives Legion a small mobility debuff, so you have to commit to the Predator Cannon, and the reload time is just Next, we have Mode Switch, a very unoriginal name for an awesome ability. The Predator Cannon has 2 firing modes, close range and long range. Close range, as the name implies, is better for enemies that are nearby, but after 10 to 15 meters the weapon becomes too inaccurate to be useful. That's when you have the option to switch to the long range mode. This mode increases your range greatly by basically giving you a zoom mode, similar to North Star's, but better. The Predator Cannon becomes more accurate, and this helps to keep faraway enemies in check. But you have to be aware the long range mode will consume twice as much bullets, which helps balance the weapon. You have to be mindful of what mode you are using. You don't want to get caught using the wrong mode with a running in front of you. With Legion, you want to make sure you never have to reload in the enemy's face, because we know how painfully slow that is. Next we have Power Shot. Power Shot is Legion's most powerful and scary ability. When Power Shot is used, the Predator Cannon's barrel will spin rapidly, generating a huge powerful blast that's visible on the cannon. The cannon gets so hot it turns red. You can aim this blast at Titan's weak spot for massive damage. The best part is that you can shoot normally afterwards to combine your damage. To say powerful shreds people is a gross understatement.
I've made a terrible mistake.
This thing can delete people in a blink of an eye. It's honestly criminal. Titans aren't safe either. One well-placed power shot is as powerful as a fully charged plasma railgun shot, only faster. And depending on your range mode, it can do things like causing knockback or dealing area of effect damage. Honestly, this is Legion's best ability, and this is the reason why you should always be careful when facing a Legion. You do not want to take a power shot to the face. Nonetheless too, because yeah, Respawn thinks we care about a 50% damage reduction over having 2 power shots back to back.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Like seriously, if you're not using Hidden Compartment as your kit, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Power Shot is just a great tool and Legion wouldn't be the same without it. Next we have Gun Shield. And this is where Legion got the short end of the stick. I just refuse to believe Gun Shield is in the same game with great shields like Vortex Shield or the Broken Sword Block. The Gun Shield is a shield that goes around the gun, not the Titan. It has so many blind spots and it slows down Legion. Honestly, I think it's the worst shield of the game. I mean, yeah, it does some damage, but I feel like sometimes it does more harm than good. And if you ever put up your shield while doomed, it's a game over for you. You can reinforce your shield with the Gunwalk kit, but I personally think it's not worth sacrificing the extra power shot. And if you use the lightweight alloys kit, what are you doing with your life? Stop it. And lastly, we have a Smart Core. Okay, calm down. I know, some of you are having flashback because of me talking about this core, but just hear me out, okay? I mean, who doesn't love to be instantly killed after respawning by some dude that wasn't even aiming for you? Sorry. Smart Core is basically a bigger version of their Smart Pistol, except with hundreds of more bullets and even less skill. Yeah, I didn't even think that was even possible, but here we are. The word smart, I suppose, is from the game doing the aiming for you. Yeah, just like Tomains. Okay, sorry, I had to say it, right? All you need to do is shoot. There's really no downside on using it. You can stop it at will and shoot before, during, and after it. Smart Core stacks up great with your other abilities. And let's be honest, sometimes you get kills that you didn't deserve. The only caveat of this core that I can think about is that it doesn't really do as much burst damage as the other cores. You need to constantly hit a target to deal decent damage. But again, you can still use your shield and power shot during it, so it's a good add-on to the Legion playstyle. Overall, Legion is a fun Titan. His kits and abilities are a bit small, but a bit more complex than expected. Sure, Legion is a one-trick pony, but this allows Legion mains to focus on what he's capable of. It's very clear why people will dislike the Titan. I mean, Legion's core is literally an aimbot, but that's not to say the Titan is perfect. Legion's cores will always suffer in the mobility department, and well, Legion is almost completely useless when reloading. And this is the downside of having all of your abilities tied to the Predator cannon. So it's something to keep in mind. That's it for now, pilots. Are you a Legion main? Do you hate Legion? And if so, what's your Legion gen? I think I'm gen 30. Thank you for supporting the channel. Now we're 2,000 people, that's amazing. Thank you for the support, and now the only Titan left is of course Mummy Ion. I have been keeping that for last. So make sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.